Okay, welcome back to another airdrops video. Today we've got some great news to cover. So first of all, we've got the Debridge allocation checker. This is the first thing that we are going to check today. So you want to come on the link down below in the description, connect your wallet. All right, let's connect. And you can see your first distribution allocation and the secondary one. So, because I'm one of the top 10% users on the leaderboard, 50% of my allocation will be claimable at token generation and the other 50% 6 months after. So, that's pretty good, especially for the price action of the token. And the total airdrop allocation will be 600 million. Now, before we end up with all of these things, we have to talk about Debridge Season 2. So Debridge Season 1, they will be airdropping only 6% of the supply, while the total supply on the market will be 18%. We can expect even more seasons, and especially, this first distribution thing is also super important. I expect the price of the token to be very, very stable, and the expected valuation of it will be around 5 to 10 cents of a dollar. Of course, right now we've got Season 2 live and you can start farming it right now by using Debridge. In terms of valuation, I think you've got a 5 to 10x on the fees you spend on the platform, which is absolutely great. I think it's a very, very good airdrop. So I think this is an airdrop where you should continue farming Season 2, but right now the main target should be the next bridge that will tokenize, and this is probably Alto. What I like about Alto and what I think is an amazing opportunity is that right now you can use it to bridge from scroll and to scroll and get amazing bonuses on your points. And this bridge has quite a lot of potential because it has literally so many routes, even Bitcoin, even non-EVM chains, and even testnets. I think when Alto tokenizes, it's going to be an insanely huge launch. And what I really like is that you can get the Alto badge on the scroll canvas by doing all of the bridging actions. I think this is a very important thing to do, to bridge from and to scroll using the platform over here. I think the value is just insane, and I will make sure to bridge as much as possible to scroll and then continue farming the scroll airdrop. One of the bridges that I like and I use pretty much every day, at least when I'm on my computer, is Astra. So again, this is a bridge. You can actually bridge from networks, but why do I use this? Simply what I do is that every day I come over here and trigger, maybe a scroll transaction. Sometimes I do a base transaction or a Tyco transaction. This allows me to farm layer 3 effectively and very cheaply. And I'm also farming the Astra because it gives me points. It shows my participation. And, I am able to get those materials that in the future will allow me to farm and get an airdrop from Astra. So it's literally a win-win. So that's what you want to do also. In my opinion, this is a very good opportunity. You can daily trigger very cheap transactions on Astra. And Tyco is one of the chains where doing daily transactions, same with Scroll, is very beneficial to you. So try to use Astra every day to trigger a cheap transaction. Again, it's 0x Astra, but whatever. So for Zora, we've got 2 NFTs that could be important in the future. And when I say an NFT is important, what I say is that it is from a big team or from the official Zora team. So Limitless is from the official Zora team. And this is a NFT that has been minted by 60,000 different people. And Long Game, again, has a lot of collectors and is from Uniswap. So again, these NFTs don't have any utility or intended value. But you do a transaction on the Zora network. In order to buy it, you use the Zora platform. Potentially in the future, you may get an airdrop from the Zora platform or from Uniswap, which is working very closely with Uniswap. And usually what I do with these mints is that I mint them and then I sell them. I have sold tens or even maybe hundreds, I don't know, Zora NFTs. When I say Zora NFTs, I mean NFTs that are bought on the Zora platform, not specifically the Zora network. So yeah, I think Zora is going to drop a token soon. So I would do 1 to 2 transactions per week on it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about SolLayer, because as we've seen in the past, they got funding from Binance, which is always super important. Okay, let me type my password correctly. Come on, motherfucker! For fuck's sake. Okay, all right, let's get inside. So SolLayer, I think is a huge protocol. If you click on DeFi, you can see liquidity on Orca, but they also launched this pool on Camino. So if you're farming Camino, you can deposit on the SolLayer pool and get even more points. Now, in the previous video, I've showed you Movement Labs. If you're looking for a free testnet, you can go ahead and start farming it. You just go on quests, you select a guild and do as many quests as you can from a specific guild. You don't have to do all of the quests in a specific guild, and you don't have to do all of the guilds. So one of the easiest guilds that you can do is arguably, I think, let me remember. I think it's the creators. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really remember. Maybe it's the explorers, which makes you follow specific accounts. And essentially what you do is you do specific tasks on Galaxy. Sorry guys, again, I'm very tired. I'm not, super excited about airdrops at this point in time. I find them actually quite boring, to be sincere. Essentially, protocols that have to do with Galaxy. Galaxy is such a bad platform nowadays. It's super disappointing, really. So yeah, you can do these things to farm the movement airdrop. I think this is a good route. It doesn't seem to have a lot of farmers, which is also potentially good. But yeah, come on, bro. Like every time I want to connect into Galaxy, I will have to, sign a transaction. What is this fucking joke? Such a joke of a platform. Super disappointing experience. But yeah, whatever. You can go ahead and do these quests. Come on, I'm not using Galaxy anymore. Fuck you. Go fuck yourselves. Fucking Galaxy. So another airdrop that I'm very happy to do, super proud of, is Mint. So you've got 2 choices, the airdrop tabs and the Mint Forest tab. Pretty self-explanatory. Mint Expedition, Season 1 quests, Explorer's Base. You do these tasks over here. And on Mint Forest, again, I have to log in with my wallet. I hate fucking crypto. This is such a disappointment. I just hate having to sign in every time. UI is super slow. This is not it. This is not adoption. Sorry guys, but this doesn't work for me. Whatever. So what you have to do every day is you have to come and get your daily bubble, water your plant. You will see it growing. Lots of participants in the Mint Forest. It's for 4% of the total airdrop supply. However, still you may get decent returns because we are talking about a whole blockchain and you farm it for free. So yeah, I guess it's worth it in the end. Now let's move on, because I want to talk about Hyperlane, which is another super important bridge that I think we will get it to tokenize soon. So there is this platform called ZeroWay where you can, use it to do specific actions like burning, age NFTs, bridging, refueling. So this is quite an interesting, bridge. You can do lots of transactions over here. I would mainly use it for gas refuel, but you know, you also got a very important update because you can bridge from and to Zora using the token bridge of Hyperlane through Merkley. So I will leave this also down below. Hyperlane is a bridge that has quite a lot of potential. You can see here Polyhedra, layer 0. I think it's also severely underfarmed. So, you know, because it does not have a point system, there is a high potential for it. So what I would suggest is that you use Zero Way to do gas refuels, bridge Age FT, Age NFT, and do the same with Age NFT and Age FT and refuel and token bridge through Merkley. I think these are the best routes and the best platforms to use for Hyperlane. There are also other ways which I will cover in a future video. I don't want to do it right now. It has to do with Renzoeth and it has to do with Neutron, Celestia. I've covered them in the previous videos, but again, these are such bad ways to use Hyperlane, which, you know, I don't really like them, but again, these are distinct and important transactions to do. Finally, a Skatepark, which was a free testnet that we've done in the past, has a new thing that we should go ahead and do. And this is all about collecting specific parts and building our deck. So you want to mint, you know, these NFTs. Each one you want to use a different, you know, testnet. So I've got one using the Arbitrum Sepolia. Then I want to click, I want to mint skateboard directly and use the Ethereum Sepolia to get another part. And you know, essentially as many testnets as you use, you get a new part. All right. So that's pretty much it, nothing crazy. So we got a wheel, which is nice. You can go into your inventory. So I've got like this one and this one, and you know, I need even more things. So yeah, we'll have to go ahead and continue doing this interaction. Also, if you have not started it, you can go ahead and mint your Skate Rebel, which is the first thing of the quest. You can still go ahead and do it. And then you want to build your skateboard. So that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. You know, this testnet is really progressing at such a slow pace. It's a disappointment. But yeah, whatever. You know, this is the problem with free testnets. Let me talk about it a little bit. They are going so slowly. Like you see these daily airdrops. The majority of these things are testnet things. And none of these have tokenized for months. For months you are participating, and then they go and, you know, they airdrop to top 5%, top 10%. And you are getting fucked. Or everyone gets an airdrop and it's like $1 each person for wasting hours for months and months. So right now what I'm doing is I'm farming trading airdrops, liquidity airdrops, some of these weekly airdrops, layer 3, and you know, that's all. I'm not wasting my time anymore airdrop farming. It's really, guys, the testnets are really not worth it anymore. You need to be in a country like India, where if you get $5 to $6 in airdrops, it will be your monthly costs. For someone in Europe, it's not really worth it farming free airdrops anymore. It really isn't. This is just the truth. It's a waste of time. Use this time to learn a skill, make active money. But liquidity airdrops, in my opinion, even though they don't reward you that much, I think they're still worth it. Especially if you think about farming scroll through the canvas, especially Linea, Mitosis, Etherfi, Eigenlayer, all of these things are super interesting. And right now, you know, I'm farming Camino. I'm getting returns on my money. I'm getting, you know, an APY, which is not bad. I'm happy with that, getting, you know, an APY. And yeah, you get some passive returns. You get also an airdrop, and that's fine. That's real fine. It's fine. And then you flip the airdrop valuation to increase the money that you lend on the market, and you do this cycle again and again, and it's fine. It's really fine. I think Scroll is going to be really worth it as an airdrop. I think Linea is also going to be worth it. Mitosis, EtherFi season 2, 3, whatever. Eigenlayer. And yeah, that's all. You farm these airdrops on Ethereum, then you are done. You leave Ethereum. Maybe you farm Base and Zora a little bit. Then they tokenize. Then you farm the bridges as you bridge to Solana or between these networks. You know, you make $1,000 to $10,000, and then you use those dollars as either USDC, meaning stable coins, or you liquid stake them and put them in a liquid pool with a 20 to 30% APY, and you also have exposure to the markets. You've got quite a lot of options, but you know, you need to build up to these $10,000, so then you can make, you know, $200 to $300 per month, which you can then compound, make more and more. That's the general idea. Thank you so much for watching another video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Can't wait for Debridge tokenization. Can't wait also for Alto. Can't wait for Zora. Hopefully we're going to get an airdrop from it. SolLayer. You know, on the paid side of things, there are a lot of things that are happening. I don't know what the value will be, but still, I'm excited. I'm also excited for Hyperlane. I should, you know, start doing more bridging actions with it. And yeah, I will see you on the next video, and goodbye.